What's up guys, this is Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Cubis from Joyetech. So the Cubis is a revolutionary tank from Joyetech. They did something that I've never seen any other company do, and that's produce a tank that's absolutely leak proof. And the way they do that is the way you fill the device. All you do is unscrew the top, and the chimney is attached to the atomizer with a small magnet on the bottom. So you literally just fill the bottom tank, which is basically a cup. You fill that up with juice up to the line, and then you drop in the top with your coil and screw it on, and you're done. Now, although the Cubis has a really cool fill style that causes the tank to not leak at all, one issue I've run into is the first fill, no issue, because you have the atomizer, it's completely dry with the top sitting there as you fill the tank, then you place it in. But after that, what do? I mean, when your juice gets down to, I don't know, let's say a quarter of the way left, if you go to refill this, what do I do with this top extremely wet atomizer? So what I've been doing is I kind of lift the top with one hand and I just squirt the juice or drip the juice right in down the side of the atomizer to avoid having to sit this on a paper towel or get the table wet or something. Now that's kind of a nuisance. The other thing with the black Cubis in particular is that it is really hard to see that max fill line. So if you are filling this in the dark, you're gonna have to kind of eyeball it. Not a huge deal. Like I said, it's about 2/3 of the tank. That's what you're gonna fill to, and you should be okay. But if you do overfill it, it will all kind of come out the top when you screw on the top of the tank. So you might have noticed in my last video on the mini volt that I was using the Cubis, and there is a reason for that. It's not just because it's new. Before I was using the Cubis, I had the Panda V12 on here, and I was using the 1.2 ohm coils so I could run it around 30 watts and get a decent vape. Here's the issue I ran into. The airflow on the Panda V12 comes from the bottom, other than the drip tip airflow, but the main airflow comes from the bottom. So what ended up happening is I had to hold the device like this to not compromise the airflow. This almost gave me carpal tunnel. This was really annoying to hold this tiny little device in the tips of my fingers. What I found with the Cubis is because the airflow comes from the top, I can kind of choke up on the device a little bit. I can cover the bottom of the tank without compromising the airflow, which makes it that much more comfortable to use. Now, one thing about the airflow, they could have made it bigger. Fully open, you can take mouth to lung hits. It's that tight. So here's a straight lung hit with the airflow fully open, and clockwise is fully open, you can't see the hole. So clockwise is fully open, counterclockwise is fully closed. So fully open, here's a lung hit. Extremely tight, extremely tight. With it fully open, I actually prefer to do mouth to lung hits like this. Also, I have a 10.5 milligram nicotine juice in here. I'm using Sleeping Pegasus, which is our strawberry milk. It's absolutely delicious. But being that it's a higher nic, I don't need to take these massive lung hits. That's why I think if you're gonna pair the Cubis up with something like the Mini Volt, go up a couple steps in what nicotine level you're used to. It'll not only preserve your juice and your atomizers, but extend the life of your battery dramatically. Other things I love about this tank, I love the acrylic drip tips that it comes with. The black Cubis comes with a black drip tip and a clear, both acrylic. The silver comes with a silver and a clear, both acrylic. I love the drip tip. It's very comfortable. It's kind of a thicker acrylic than most. Feels almost soft in your mouth. It's kind of weird. And the other thing I really like about the Cubis is, as a kit, it comes with all three of the atomizers they make for it. So there's a 0.5 ohm stainless steel, there's a 1 ohm stainless steel, and there's a 1.5 ohm stainless steel. And what's awesome is, since they're all stainless steel and since so many devices have a temperature control stainless steel function, you not only can run those atomizers in a normal wattage mode, but you can also run those in a temp SS mode. So if you have an RX200 or a DNA200 or an EVIC VTC or the Cuboid, you can run these tanks in temperature control mode. But if you don't, no big deal. You can run them in normal wattage mode, and that's kind of the beauty or kind of the advantage to stainless steel coils. And last but certainly not least, The construction is phenomenal on this tank. Joyetech went above and beyond. They basically took their Tron, which was basically a redesigned Ego 1 tank, and they started from scratch and redid the whole thing. It is extremely smooth. It's got a matte finish on it that just looks great. Everything moves really nicely. There's no catching, there's no grinding. Joyetech has really stepped up their game in terms of their tanks. Well, that's about it. That is my review of the Cubis from Joyetech. If you guys need to see how to set up and use the Cubis, just go ahead and click on this link. Otherwise, this has been Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by Vapor. Have a great day, guys.